guys, welcome to another Sugacurls salon video. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I am prepping my client to get a ombre color, and then after the ombre color we're going to be doing a wash and go, so you can actually achieve a similar look, a similar style with your ombre color. We did a red, brown, blonde. We left her roots darker so that as it grows out it's much easier for her to maintain. As you can see right now, I'm putting in leave-in conditioners throughout the hair. That's a very important step when we are trying to achieve a good wash and go. We want to make sure we're doing a liquid leave-in, creamy leave-in, oil, and then our styler. So right now I am detangling her hair with the comb, a wide tooth comb, from the ends all the way to the roots. The leave-in conditioners I like to use is by my brand Sugacurls Beauty, which is the Fancy Swirls Liquid Leave-In, the Curl Embodiment Moisture Pudding, and then for our styler we're going to be using useL's Pomegranate Gel Styler. So I'm raking through in a combing method, taking small sections as you can see from the back, and I'm making sure each section is really saturated with water. Then I'm taking smaller subsections and raking the product through with my fingers, raking and smoothing at the same time. Also being careful to make sure I saturate the base with the gel as well. So I know many of us know the term of a wash and go. There are more steps to a wash and go. It's not just simply washing and going. So really the style should probably be called a wash style dry and go because you can air dry, but you can also use a diffuser or a hair dryer in order to set the curl. And it's very important not to touch the hair while it's wet, because if we do, we're going to end up making the hair frizzy. And some people have a question whether or not we should fully soak the hair with water or just mist it. I would say somewhere in between is good as a rule of thumb, to just saturate the hair with water. Also follow the directions of your styler, because some of them will say to go ahead and really saturate the hair. Right now you see that I'm doing what would be considered shingling with some curl patterns. This works very well because I'm able to get more of a ringlet look or a defined look once the hair is fully dry, and it separates the curls as well. Now she did get a trim prior, so I like to trim on silk press hair. It's more accurate. Now some people can get a trim on blown dry hair. In this case, depending on the hair curl pattern and texture, it may be challenging to see where the true ends that need to come off are. So in some cases people end up having too much trimmed off or not enough trimmed off. So that's why trimming on a silk press style is more accuracy, and it allows for the wash and go to have a really nice finished look, a really shapely look as well. So I'm finished with the back. I'm turning her to the front as you can see, and we are doing a side part for style, and that's something you have to figure out for yourself. How do you want your end result to look? Do you want a part on the side, a part in the middle, no part at all? If so, that's how you're going to part your hair before applying the washing and gel. And guys, as you can see, I'm not getting lazy when it comes to the partings. I'm still taking smaller subsections in her larger sections to apply the gel. One thing to also think about when doing a wash and go style is to deep condition your hair. Deep conditioning is recommended at least once a week because cleansing the hair and scalp is also recommended once a week to clean all the microbes, dead skin cells off the scalp so that they do not clog up the follicles and so that the hair pollutants from the air, also the byproducts from the products we use, do not clog up the follicles and wreak havoc on the cuticle layers. Deep conditioning also softens the cuticle, hydrates the curls, and can provide some moisturization as well. This will help the end result. Now, we do recommend pH balanced products, so all of our shampoos and conditioners that you will use will be pH balanced. This helps to give the curls more definition, less frizz, more manageability, and the elasticity of the curls are also at its best. So as you can see, I'm almost finished. We're finishing up that side there with our gel defining product. Now the rejuvenation process of this, most wash and go styles will last anywhere from 3 days to 7 days, depending on your care, your environment, the humidity, the condition of your hair. What some people like to do is on day 3, they'll go ahead and co-wash and redo the style all over. Or you have another option, you can use a hair milk and the gel mixed together to go in small sections and rejuvenate your curl. The third and final option some naturals like is to use a curl refreshing spray. The curl refreshing spray is going to rejuvenate the gel that's already in the hair. So right now I'm adding a little oil shine before we dry. This helps to minimize that crunch sometimes we get after drying, and I'm also putting some foam on her edges and throughout the hair to further give that curl definition and that set. Now you don't have to do this part, but it is something I do in the salon that I can do for you. If you're well trained, you can do it at home as well. It really sets the finish end result. I'm just scrunching it in, as you can see.
Okay, dry time. I love how you said it. I'm like, okay.
And she keeps her color healthy and her curls by using Olaplex. So here's the finished result after the dryer of her wash and go. As you can see, the curls are super defined. There's no flaking. All right, thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.